2020 was a year filled with unprecedented challenges, a year of change, a year of adapting, a year of thinking outside the box. We continued to deliver services to our residents and businesses. Programming and events went from being in person to being virtual. As the need for PPE increased throughout the state and the nation, we had many of our businesses retool their production lines to help make the essential PPE that we all needed. We saw many of our community members helping their neighbors. We celebrated birthdays and high school graduates with drive-by celebrations. We supported our local businesses more. We ordered takeout from our favorite Ontario restaurants. The more things changed, the more we moved forward together. We can't wait to be back at Ontario Town Square with all of you for our community events, celebrating our youth and their achievements at their schools, and enjoying meals inside of our Ontario restaurants. We know that there will be challenges on the horizon, but we'll continue to adapt and find ways to become more efficient. Thank you to you, our residents and businesses. We are one community, and this is your Ontario.
Hey there, I'm here in beautiful sunny Ontario, the California one. I consider myself an expert on all things 909, and I've been thinking, Ontario really is the perfect place to live, work, and play. I mean, think about it. 3 major freeways, 2 national railways, an international airport, a booming downtown, up-and-coming residential areas, a focus on public safety, new businesses popping up and moving in all the time, plus an entertainment scene that is second to none in the IE, and it's growing. Whew. Basically, it's not your average city. It's the premier destination in the Inland Empire, and it's your Ontario. Your Ontario, our Ontario. I like the wordplay they came up with. It's like when I was a kid here growing up, and I used to dream about becoming a herpetologist. Things don't always work out.
Hey, Aaron, this is a great story, but we only have like 15 minutes to get through this video, so if you could...
For the whole thing? I thought that's not enough time. We gotta go. Let's go, come on. Come on, grab your stuff, get the makeup. Definitely the makeup. Welcome to the 2021 Ontario State of the City. I got an idea that's gonna blow this city's mind. Picture this, right here in downtown. Lights, excitement, balls of fur. I'm talking about the world's biggest hamster wheel highway. 600 lanes of hamsters. You know, for the kids. What? Well, who doesn't love hamsters? Look, I'm just trying to bring people together here. You know, kind of like Ontario did during the pandemic. 2020 obviously didn't go as planned, but the city and community came together, adapted, and brought out its best during the crisis.
We have to give people the opportunity to survive no matter what.
My biggest concern this entire time has been health and safety and taking care of people.
Ontario's leadership had plenty to oversee, from the health and safety of its residents to keeping the local economy moving in unprecedented times. That also meant keeping essential services up and running through it all. All throughout Ontario, you could see city employees going above and beyond to make sure citizens could still count on essential services during some pretty uncertain times.
Most of the residents of Ontario haven't really seen a dip in anything that they expected, the services and those kinds of things. Police still came, fire still came, water still came, trash still was picked up.
As a resident and a council member, we have an obligation, of course, as a city council, through the council to our staff, to try to uplift our community as quickly as possible.
That meant finding new ways to provide services. The Ontario Museum of History and Art served more than 3,500 people through online programs and virtual activities and classes. The Senior Center provided almost 89,000 meals to senior citizens. Plus, the Community Life and Culture Agency produced over 500 videos for its virtual resource center, and more than 3,000 books were checked out through curbside pickups by the Ontario City Library. Clearly, Ontario stepped up in a big way for its citizens during the pandemic. 3,000 books? That's a lot of books. And I can tell you one of those books was not To Kill a Mockingbird, because I already checked that out. In 1996. But I got an A on the book report, though. It was a really good movie.
I was extremely proud of our city staff because right when this hit in March, they immediately stepped up and knew that it wasn't business as usual anymore.
That quick action and innovations like working from home and Zoom meetings, just remember to turn off that cat filter, meant businesses found new ways to operate, while others found new ways to serve their customers. Plus, with funds received through the CARES Act, the city was able to provide financial assistance to local businesses and residents through various programs. That helped the local economy and ensured there were certain services residents could still count on in those difficult times.
So restaurants came to us and we were able to help them establish outdoor dining areas, which helped them then keep their employees employed and them going.
City staff adapted to new working conditions and changing routines while continuing to provide exceptional service to our residents and businesses by finding creative solutions. Keeping kids in school created its own challenges, but also brought about unique innovations, like virtual classrooms, finding new ways to engage students who are learning at home, and creating new ways for parents and teachers to communicate.
Well, definitely can say that's been a unique year. Some of those challenges came with our students having devices to be able to go on online learning. And then after they had the devices, being able to have the connectivity, which is the internet access. So that was another challenge.
One of the things that we've learned from 2020 is now technology can be more of our friend when it comes to things like Zoom meetings.
For those parents who might not be able to make a typical parent-teacher conference because of work or other obligations, these new ways to communicate meant they could still be involved in their child's education. And that was critical since so many parents became designated in-home teachers. For instance, this is my son's math homework, and the X equals, I don't know what this means.
It has really worked out a lot better than I had anticipated because of a lot of district support, our superintendent, our school board, our district staffs, our school staffs, our teachers, our parents, our students, everybody just coming together and making it work.
And it wasn't just those awesome educators and parents who stepped up in 2020, it was the whole city. Frontline and essential workers, our healthcare professionals, and our public service employees. So many people had a role in getting Ontario through the pandemic. You've all really made it your Ontario. And if you ask us, you all deserve a huge round of applause. You know, one thing I've learned from Ontario is the value in always being prepared. That's why I'm here at Ontario Town Square, right in the heart of downtown, and home to many community events like concerts in the park. Now, we all missed out on those last year, but we know when they come back, the space will be at a premium, which is why I'm thinking ahead for when they're ready to start rocking again. No, I won't save your seats, so please don't ask. It gives me anxiety. I can't. Now go on, go check out downtown. I'll be right here.
Downtown is the heart of the city.
Downtown Ontario has a lot of history and a great future. The council, the mayor, city manager, and staff is working very diligently to make that future very bright.
One thing the pandemic couldn't stop was downtown's growth. There are new local businesses, restaurants, places to shop and gather with friends, new affordable housing, and construction will begin for the new downtown mixed-use project and parking structure. Basically, historic downtown Ontario is one of the hubs of the city, and there's even more to come.
Right now we have a couple of things going. The old Rich's Beauty College is going to become a barbecue restaurant and a whiskey distillery.
We have the new development on the C block, C to D, coming in that will bring new life to downtown Ontario. We have new businesses entering into some of the older buildings, but certainly building new things like the Starbucks that's coming.
Huh? New Starbucks downtown? Like, where?
My vision for downtown has always been a bustling, thriving place where people can live, work, and play.
It's going to be an exciting downtown. It's going to offer things that are not available anywhere else in this area.
That includes brand new housing developments. To meet the growing demand for affordable and low-income housing downtown, The city partnered with housing developers to build 2 new communities. Emporia Place opened in 2020, and 75 units have already been leased. And construction of the Vista Verde apartments is near completion, adding an additional 100 units for low-income residents. And beyond that, construction on a full-scale redesign of the Anthony Munoz Community Center is underway, another great amenity for this area.
Now remember, you can't leave, right? Just stay here, don't move. I don't know how much it is, take it. Do you want anything? I'll get you a frappuccino. Don't tell your ma.
Don't be scared. Fear is the enemy right now. It's just like stuck in a button.
Oh, hey there. Just hanging out, checking out some of the ongoing development here in Ontario. This construction site is really, really well protected. And this kind of work is being done all over the city.
This is going to be the Arena District, because of the arena. Get it? Now just picture this, a place to watch games, events, shows, and right at the center of so much cool stuff. Restaurants, bars, and hotels, places for live entertainment and to go hang out with friends. This place will be buzzing with energy, all right here. It's going to be glorious.
I'm very excited about our arena district. I know it's going to be the next LA Live of San Bernardino County, a place to go and to hang out.
We have tremendous plans for development of entertainment opportunities for folks in the evening. We have restaurants planned, hotels, and just a tremendous entertainment and walking experience, especially for the nightlife.
It's really exciting to know that we'll be having some new entertainment venues up there.
And this is just one area. Wait till you see what else they're working on. And it's happening so fast.
Hey buddy, a little help? Really?
A lot of businesses are being attracted to Ontario because Ontario's the place to be.
We have so many amenities here. You know, we have an international airport. We have a professional sports and entertainment arena.
The success of Southern California depends critically on the success of the Inland Empire in the years ahead. And what you're seeing is an economy that really is primed for a big bounce in the next couple of years ahead.
That includes Ontario Ranch, another of the city's attractions. Schools, parks, shopping, office space.
It's a whole community with everything anyone could need. Oh, and hey, in case you haven't noticed, I got down off the fence. All by myself. The helmet worked. The helmet did its job.
The city's population is expected to grow quickly in the coming years. Talk about a great way to attract new businesses, which attracts new people, which then attracts more businesses, and then because of the businesses, you get more people, and then because of the more people, you get more businesses. You get, okay, you get the idea. Okay, I'll stop now.
Ontario Ranch is another exciting chapter in Ontario's history. Wonderful new homes are going in down there. The Great Park is a huge 800-acre park that'll show them some fabulous amenities like baseball fields, soccer, and we will put in there a wonderful concert venue where we can have similar concerts to what we have in downtown.
We have a lot of enhancements down there that are really unique, and we're fine-tuning those for our citizens so they can increase their quality of life and opportunities with their family.
We're the second largest growing planned community in the country. So we're expecting to generate maybe another 130, 140,000 people, almost doubling the size of the city.
That's why new commercial and industrial developments are being constructed. And businesses are moving into the area. And the first shopping center here has already opened. Plus, Fire Station 9 is under construction. As you can see, Ontario Ranch continues to evolve.
And so does the entire city. The technology infrastructure is expanding all over Ontario. And it's happening fast.
In the downtown and Ontario Ranch areas, the city is installing movement mobility sensors that'll collect street-level movement data so these places can better plan and adapt to pedestrian traffic. And Ontario is also installing smart city streetlight poles, which act as discrete 5G towers.
What's that? What's that thing?
The city is also preparing to debut Gita personal assistant robots. That's right, robots that can follow you and carry your groceries, bags, personal items. The first pole and Gita robots will be piloted in the New Haven area and Marketplace.
Was I scared? Scared? What? I wasn't scared.
Surprised, yes. Sure, I ran. Was I scared? Yeah, I was scared. You saw what you saw. That was real fear for a minute. You'd run too. But once I figured out where the off button was, those things are great.
We're here at the Ontario International Airport, one of the main cogs of the city because it's huge for travel. Duh. But also business. In fact, air freight picked up in 2020 despite the pandemic. Pretty impressive stuff. And air travel continues to pick up in 2021. In fact, the airport added even more flights to tropical destinations. I don't know about you, but I sure could use some fun in the sun. And a Mai Tai. Hey, pal. You think I'm gonna be able to fit all this in the overhead? How many pieces do we get?
Very lucky here in Ontario, though, because although we've lost a lot of passenger traffic, we're also the first or second largest cargo carrier in the country. We have a UPS hub, a new FedEx hub, an Amazon hub, and because of that, freight is continuing to skyrocket. And if you think about it, it makes sense, right? People are at home, so they're doing most of their shopping online. And Ontario is the e-commerce center of Southern California.
In 2020, Ontario processed nearly 1 million tons of commercial freight. That's the equivalent of 10 aircraft carriers, or enough hamster food to feed the world's hamsters for the next 93 years. Maybe even longer than that if they're dieting. Anyway, it's an increase of almost 20% from the previous year. And mail shipments increased nearly 17% to more than 25,000 tons. And that's a whole lot of freight that wouldn't be moving without this place.
It's ripe for logistics. I'm very optimistic and looking forward to some new airlines actually coming into Ontario. This March, for instance, we have 5 daily trips to Hawaii. So 2021 looks great.
Ontario did some pretty awesome things in 2020 despite the pandemic, but I think we're all ready for a new year. I remember at midnight I stood up and shouted, "Get out of here, 2020! Go on, get your big dumb year! No one likes you anyway, you..."
Hey! What'd you say to me?
Nothing, man. I was talking to 2020.
You got a problem with me?
I do not have a problem with you.
You do now.
No! Hey, don't hit me! I'm a Amsterdam!
Get back here, Bowtie!
Take the tie! Take the tie!
I look forward to things turning around. I look forward to people becoming healthier. I look forward to families getting back together and friends getting back together.
I'm very hopeful our residents know that they can depend on their city to be there for them.
I guess what I'm looking forward to most in 2021 is for people to get their jobs back, to people being able to build up their lives again.
As a resident, I just want to get back to having fun.
What I look forward to in 2021 is recovery. We have so much that is happening in our city right now. We have nothing but great things to look towards in 2021. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get started now.
I'm with you, Mr. Mayor. 2021 is bringing new hope to our Ontario. We showed you some of the really cool things that Ontario did in 2020, but ultimately, it's the people who make it what it is. And soon we'll be able to be back with all of them, gathering downtown, spending birthdays and holidays with family, and making new friends. You realize you're physically imposing, right?
So I've heard.
So how do you think it makes me feel when you chase me?
Scared?
Scared, yeah. Scared.
It's good for you.